Welcome back. All right, so now that the internet's mad at me for my opinion on the Florida Edmonton series, let us go ahead and discuss the Utah jerseys from yesterday. There was a lot of reaction. I had people asking, "Are you going to do a video?" My answer was, "Yeah." I didn't do it last night because I wanted to have the right amount of time to do a video on this. I didn't want to do it in between periods last night, so here we are. Utah yesterday officially finished all the paperwork. It's all done. Everything's transferred over. The Arizona Coyotes are inactive, right? So they're still technically a thing, but they're inactive for now. The team name voting ends on June the 20th, so if you want to get in on that, you can through their website and all that fun stuff. Of course, we know it's going to be one of 6 names. Utah Hockey Club's one of the options. I really hope that's not it. But that being said, with the ink dried, they revealed their jerseys, and people had a completely normal. No, they didn't. They got mad. Oh, this is lazy. This is so lazy. This is so dumb. What in the world? Why? Okay, well, they had to put something out there for a jersey. You can't have them just skating around with a generic NHL looking thing. And so it's going to be a generic Utah looking thing. So you got Utah in diagonal, which we knew that's what they were going to do. Like we were told, they're going to be a white jersey and a black jersey, and Utah. So there was no surprise for me other than there was some blue in it. So we're going to talk about the colors, but I think it's important to understand here. These are only placeholder jerseys for the first year. I've even had that debate with Yvonne about, am I going to get them? Am I going to bother? I probably yes, because it'd be weird for me to have a team where I'm just wearing the generic NHL All Star jerseys, but outside of the Jazz jersey, that's what I've been doing when I've been talking about Utah. So I should probably have something Utah hockey related. I don't have a Utah Grizzlies at this point, and so yeah. But they revealed their colors and why, and this is why I think these colors are staying. If you're of the mind that aren't there enough teams that wear black? Yeah, but it doesn't feel like there's as many that wear black as used to, and it looks like the Anaheim Ducks are changing from black to orange. The LA Kings, I don't think are changing from black. They're changing their look. But maybe they changed from black. I don't think so. If they're going to do the late 80s, early 90s look for the Kings, just a modernized version, that's still black. But either way, yeah, there's a lot of black. Now, they call it rock black with Utah. I always get a kick out of it when they give it a name and you're like, yeah, it's still technically black. To represent the darkness at night and the volcanic rocks in the desert. So, at least there's a reason. Salt white, or just white as we call it, to represent Utah's peaks and salt flats. And then the mountain blue, which is exactly the kind of shade of blue I thought they would go with here. It represents Utah's rich sports history and more than 230 clear days per season, or I should have year there. I think I get so caught up writing season on the board that I wrote that there instead of year. So over 230 clear days per year. That's nothing here in BC. I think here we get like 50 a year, so it feels like it sometimes. Anyways, I say that even though it's been pretty sunny and pretty nice here for the last little while. But yeah, 230 days a year of clear skies, and so mountain blue, I guess, represents sky blue as well. The colors are fine. It kind of reminds me of the Ice jerseys, so the Winnipeg Ice. It's similar-ish to me, but again, when you've got so many hockey teams and so many leagues, you're probably going to be borrowing a color scheme from somebody else, whether you mean to or not. The Utah Hockey Club, again, is just a placeholder name for year one. There's the possibility that one wins the naming competition. I don't think so. I think it's still going to be Yeti. And if you look at the look of this jersey, I mean, if you put a white Yeti in the middle, right? So the names that they have out there, you can see how all of them would work for a logo on a black jersey. So Mammoth, you could have a gray or a brown Mammoth in the middle on the black jersey with the blue and the white. So these colors are nice. They're neutral. They'll go with a lot of different colors in terms of a logo once they've got that designed. But this was done this way because they had very little time between when the Coyotes moved to Utah and Utah's going to hit the ice. I will be interested to see just how many jerseys are available, only because we know with Adidas, the turnaround on jerseys has been a couple of years. So when the reverse retros came out, for instance, they're usually done a couple of years beforehand. Stadium jerseys are usually done a ways beforehand as well. So having a team move and then having to very quickly get jerseys out, that's one thing that helps with the generic logo, right? It's easier to get them done with the generic logo, just Yeah, there's the font. We'll get that done and get her finished. And then for year 2, we're going to have the logos. It's exactly the same as what we saw with the PWHL this past year. And while I had some concern that maybe it might hurt the PWHL not having, proper branding for all the teams and everything, it didn't. Didn't hurt them at all. Didn't make a difference. And so the PWHL this summer is coming out with their actual names and logos and everything for all their teams. And Utah will come out with theirs soon enough. I don't know if, since the voting ends on June the 20th, it would be weird if they don't announce the winner until after this coming season. So I think we'll get a name for the team pretty quickly after June the 20th. The jerseys will just stay generic for that first year, right? And then the following year, we'll see something really fun when it comes to the jerseys and all of that. So it's going to be an interesting time. And it reminds me, wasn't it back in 2011 when Atlanta moved to Winnipeg that they just had placeholder jerseys at the draft? So these are jerseys we're going to see at the draft. It looks like the Ducks and the Kings jerseys are going to be revealed at the draft as well, or maybe just a little bit before. I'm excited to see what they're going to do, and I'm excited to see what Utah's going to do as well. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you've not done so already. And again, if you're upset about how generic these jerseys are, it's by design for the first year. It will change in year 2. There's no reason to just say, this is so lazy and stupid. Okay, well, anyways. But thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.